What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bass Union right here at Lake Orville. Look at this. We are at the second ramp at the spillway. Perfect water level. Short little walk back to the dock. Weather's too nice to pass up. We got to get out here, rip some lips, have some fun. You guys get them?
Like 25.
Nice.
All crankbait.
A lot of reaction, huh? They're all chasing.
Yeah.
That's good,
A lot
man.
of them weren't that big though. I had like maybe 4 nice ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Enjoy this weather while we can. Have a good one. We're out here, we just got a few hours to fish, but just swapped props. I put a 25 Fury on this thing. So a few things before you do a test run. I have a Mercury Smartcraft here. I like to reset my peak speed and my RPM at speed. That way when I do these test runs, it'll tell me the max RPM I got and the max speed at that certain RPM. And then I like to have my mapping big and open, have my speed up here at the top corner. You wanna make sure you got your life jacket, got your kill switch attached, or nothing's gonna fly out the boat, because when you're going full speed in these bass boats, you know, things can get hairy really fast. So you wanna be safe as possible. You know, I don't have any passengers on the boat. I got about 3/4 tank full of gas, decent load, a lot of tackle on the boat. See how she does. I got my jack plate set anywhere from 10 to 12. That's kind of the sweet spot for this boat. I trimmed down all the way. Let's give her a run. Hit 75 on the dot at 5820 RPMs. Good amount of speed. It's funny with this boat, I find when it's fully fueled up on the gas tank, it runs even faster. I got the jack plate up to 13, a little more speed. Overall, that's pretty good compared to that 24 Fury I was getting. It was like 71 or 72. So going up one pitch, I got like 3 more miles an hour. And throw another guy in here, it's going to be maybe 74 is what I'm guessing. So I'll take that for like a tournament load. Pretty happy with this boat. So far, I know I haven't done like a walkthrough on this boat. I plan on doing that here very soon. Tell you guys what I think about it after owning it for a little over 2 years and how I currently have it rigged. Look for that in a future video, but for now, let's get to fishing. So I actually took some of your guys' advice from the last, was that Nico rig video? And you guys commented a bunch, gave me a bunch of good recommendations on different worms to try with a Neko rig. So here's one I've been kind of playing with. This one's that Big Bite Baits, the Neko Rama. I got that in matte Morning Dawn. And then this one, matte Green Pumpkin Blue. I've actually really been liking this one. Another one I got was the Hitworm Power Bait. I've caught a few fish on this. Between the two, real similar profiles, but I'm kind of liking this guy. I need more time with it, but real similar profiles. Also picked up some of the Crush City janitor worms. It's been okay. I really haven't caught anything on it yet. Got some of these NetBait Finesse. Haven't tried these yet. I'm gonna need to throw those. Got some Z-Man, some floating worms. I think that might be cool on the Neko or on the shaky head. You know, that thing's gonna float, so it's gonna get a little different action. Obviously, we had to get more of these Zoom trick worms. These are Green Pumpkin Blue. I really like this color. Caught a few fish on this. Got some X Zone. This is Fat MB, Fat Finesse worm. I haven't caught anything on this yet, but it looks good. I like the color. Kind of Kind of looks like the pond smelt. We got that light brown, you know, a little pearly, you know, gray belly or cream belly, whatever you call it. Somebody said to get a Deps Slender scat, so I got one of these. I haven't even rigged one up yet. I'm kind of scared to lose one. There goes $2. Next one, the Z-Man Shake My Head worm, or SMH worm, Z worms. I actually really like this. This is similar to that Nico Rama profile and that hit worm, but you know, being a Z-Man, it's stretchy. You can catch a ton of fish on them. Nico rigged with my nail weight, fits right in there. Put the O-ring on there and it stands straight up. I really like this thing. Shaky head too. What else? I think that's all. Oh, got a few Strike King 7-inch finesse worms. These are kind of like a trick worm profile, last tech material. This color's called, I think it's called Dirt. Yeah, Dirt. Try that guy. And then this is the same Strike King finesse worm, similar profile, same color, Dirt. But this one's like more your traditional plastic. Two different types of plastics can do different things in the water. Shout out to Spear Point. They hooked it up with hooks. I'll tell you what, GP Finesses, the offset worm, Fury Flip. I mean, you name it. So we're gonna try those today with a GP Finesse with some of the Nico. We also, you know, just because I'm curious, they had some real good reviews. Some of the weedless wacky VMC hooks, and what else? I grabbed some of their traditional, yeah, see, their traditional Nico hook. These are all size 2s. So, you know, we got a variety of things to try tonight. Between the worm and the jig, you can't not forget the jig. This is my matte purple finesse football jig in a 3/4. We got that with a Gary Yamamoto double tail. This is a 5-inch green pumpkin. It's been a bad setup out here. So between the worm and the jig, that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. It feels like fall already, cooler temps. Fish should be starting to chew. All right, so starting out, I got one of those VMC hooks rigged up. I'm gonna go with a 16th ounce Bass Union Nico nail weight. This is that Nico Rama by Big Bite Baits. Just gonna shove that thing in there. You know, I like that. I really like that slow fall, that 16th. One of our O-rings on here. We talked about these in that Nico video. But I like this worm because it's got those grooves and it's like in the perfect spot for you to Nico. You got a flat spot, so it's the back. I like to go right there. So there we go. It's a good looking worm. Green pumpkin, blue flake. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I had one. Oh my gosh. Why don't you pay attention, Joe? There's one. Ooh, got a little weight to it. Down to like 35, 40. It's got some buddies too. I just put some fresh line on this thing. We got a Suffix 832. This is like pink camo. Had a few trips out with it so far and it's okay. Not bad. I like the color, but I got a real long leader. You know, this is, I think this is 6 pound or 7 pound sniper. Probably got like 25, 30 feet of it. Yeah, that's a decent one. Yeah, he's not a bad one. Yep, look at that. Perfect. Yeah, not a bad guy. Good placement. This is that VMC Nico Rama. Green pumpkin, blue flake, solid 2 1/4. Might be close to 2 1/2, but she got some weight to it. They're definitely in fall mode right there. And water temp starting to drop, getting off these summer patterns and starting to get in the fall feed. Putting this thing back on the worm. I don't like to just slide it under the O-ring. I like to actually get just a little bit of plastic when I puncture it through. That way it's all kind of just stays put. If you did it just under the O-ring, that hook might slide around the ring, but I want it to stay in the same spot. This worm's got some decent weight to it. So with that little 16th ounce, I mean, shoot, I'm fishing down to like 30, 35, no problem. We got some fish out here. Hey, Jared Boom, you better watch out, man. Figuring this Nico bite out. Oop, there we go. Again, down in that 30, 35 zone.
A little deeper. All right, that's two bites so far on the Neko Rama. Yeah, we only got a short window of time, so let's try another worm after I get this fish in the boat. Now, I think we got the right fall rate with that 16th, and at the same time, let's put the spear point on, see how that compares. You know, we got the roof of the mouth, so good hookup. Okay, it slides up the worm, slides up the line just how I like. So let's swap it out. So let's try. You know, this guy's kind of caught my eye. This NetBait Finesse, kind of cool looking, real slender, but it's got the little tail's got like this little deal. I think that's gonna kick pretty good in the water. Super finessey. Prop shot. That's what the bait's called. BB3 is the color. So I'm gonna go with a #2 spear point GP Finesse. It's funny over the years how much more finessey I've been getting. I used to be all about power fishing, jig, A-rig constantly, and now I'm a finesse guy. You know, this whole Nico rig thing has kind of been opening my eyes. That's been fun too. Do that 16th ounce, slides right in that. Let's get a little tool. I have to put more O-rings on this thing pretty soon. Let's see, is it gonna fit good in here? I'm gonna put it right at the sack. Yeah, probably good enough. We got that spear point, bam. I think that's money. Let's try not to hit the bank. Let's see what it looks like in the water. Oh, that looks good. Does it stand up? Pretty dang close. Doesn't stand up, but it's like pretty neutral. So it just kind of like stands up and then it slowly falls. There's one. This one actually feels decent. Unless it's tricking me. Oh, it's coming. Oh, got some air. It's a good sign. You know, again, we switched that up. We got that spear point on there now. So we'll see how good this fish is hooked. Nice. Nice. Right there. It's almost double hooked. See, it went through here and then it got him right there. Cool. GP Finesse. Fish #1 on the NetBait. Slid up the line just like you want. So that color kind of reminds me of like oxblood. Got a little bit of red flake in there. Yeah, it looks good. All right, let's see if we can get another one. I had a feeling this guy was gonna catch one. Just the profile of it, it's like real skinny. Kind of reminds me like a robo worm. It's got that little tail, get some kick. Hey, shout out to you guys for throwing some recommendations on that, some different worms to try. And sometimes you get stuck trying the same old stuff. It's fun experimenting, see what works. That's half the fun of fishing, is just experimenting. Oh, got it. He picked it up and just ran with it. So rod I'm using, I got a 752 Ecstasy, 10-pound braid, 6-7 pound fluorocarbon. Look at all those fish down there. This one's actually got some decent weight. It's crazy on the live scope. You can see the worm up the line. Yeah, a little fatty. Oh, come here. All right, let's see how this guy ate it. Oh, not bad. Not on the roof of the mouth, but on the side, and it was locked in. It was right in that little V. Nice. Okay, that's 2 down. Let's keep trying some different worms. I had a feeling this guy was gonna get bit. Obviously 16th's working. I'm just gonna rip that out of that worm. This O-ring, put it back on this guy. These real tight O-rings are a pain in the butt to put on this guy. You know, if your worms aren't ripping up all the time and you're able to catch multiple fish on the same worm, it makes it worth it. Okay, let's try. You know, I've seen a lot of hype on this janitor worm. I didn't really catch anything on it the other day, but let's try it again now while these fish are biting. See how they eat it. Put that same O-ring. You know, I'll have this down linked in the description where you guys can get it. Got this this O-ring and the tool off of Amazon. It was just a few bucks, so it's pretty cheap. And then obviously these Neko weights, you can get them on Tackle Warehouse or on my website, bassunionfishing.com. And when you do that, this literally supports this channel and everything it's about. So I appreciate all the support from you guys. I don't know why I cut that hook off. Okay, so this is that janitor worm. I have the O-ring right before this egg sac. And I think it was meant to be like that, but like these little ribs, that O-ring kind of just is held right in place on there. So I'm sure it's going to give some action with these little ribs. But I noticed that O-ring is going to be locked in, so that's good. 16th ounce. Right off the bat, got some fish following it down. I do like this color though. This color I got in is a baby bass. Used to throw baby bass Senkos out here all the time and they would just get smoked. There's one. Had a little wind knot. Got that all situated and the fish was on. Oh, we got a jumper. Got a jumper. I love that baby bass color. A little guy. Spear point. Ooh, got him good. Nice, okay. Baby bass, janitor worm. Cleaning up. And worm slid up the line like it's supposed to. O-ring stayed in place. You know, these fish are, they're straight up in that fall mode right now. You know, I've been out a few times and, you know, we're off to a good bite. And it's just gonna get better and better too. So if you guys wanna get out on a guide trip, get those dates locked in with me. I got a TOC for ABA here at the end of September. I'm gonna be busy the next few weekends practicing during the week. You know, if you guys wanna get out, holler at me. And after that, I'll have a pretty free schedule. So let's make it happen. So I'm working this thing similar to that shaky head. Now I'm really trying to maintain bottom contact, but I'm doing more pops with it because every time I pop it, it's making that worm kind of collapse. I move forward just a hair. And as I do that, I pop it, then I look at my slack. You know, is it sinking? Is the line getting tight or is it go limp? And when I hit it a few times like that, I look at the line, yep, just stopped. I know I'm on the bottom. It's exactly where I want to be. Sometimes you can lift it off the bottom and actually stroll for them. A lot of my bites are when they're on the bottom and they have something to pin against. So I'm working this thing down in like 30, 35. There's a group down there looking at it. And comment down below if you guys are looking forward to this fall bite. Fall and the winter bite, man, it's one of my favorite times of year to fish. So, you know, it's gonna be a cold one. We're gonna get a bunch of rain. Oh, had one. Oh, maybe they'll come back down there, give it a few pops, got their attention, and donk. Let it fall all the way back down. There he is. Right below the boat. This one's staying down. This might be the best one so far. Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh yeah, another little fat spot. Not the best one. You can tell they're definitely, their size, man, they're just eating. Spin up a bunch of bait too. Okay, so that's 2 on the janitor worm. Went through a little lull throwing this thing, so I'm gonna see if maybe get one more fish on this guy. Oh, it just ripped. Never mind, that's it. Try a different worm. I thought this thing was TPE. Guess not. Let's do it. Let's try that Deps bait. Yeah, this one's called the Slender scat. Looks like a Senko with some very obscure texture to it and some little wings. Maybe kind of like that Sakamata. So maybe it'll do a little different action in the fall. Let's see. You know, 16th's kind of what we've been doing. I like the color of this little brownish hue, kind of goby-ish. Get these fish's attention coming up right here. Gonna hit the bottom. There's one. That's, oh, it came off. Shoot. Got it. Got it. Popped out of his mouth and he came back for it. Or maybe his buddy. You can see on the live scope, there's a group of them. Look at all his friends coming. Yeah, a decent one. We got light line, so trying to get used to this whole finessing deal. Yeah, he's a little fatty. For sure. Look at him. Let's get him in the boat. Or it doesn't count. Oh, got him. So, yeah, that spear point. Biggest one so far, of course. The Slender scat got it. First fish on this bait, and that was the first cast too. It's a really good sign. Let's keep it going. You know, this thing's real soft. I mean, I could tell it's got a lot of salt in it too. But with that O-ring, I'm able to keep catching fish. Do not want to lose this guy. It's like a $2 bait. Little knockers, keep these handy. This is just a 1 ounce cannonball. I put a little big snap on it. Usually that's enough to slide down and get your bait back. Just saved me $2. Ooh. Okay. This one's got little shoulders. Do it right up in this little cut. Stand down. Look at all them fish. You see when you're bringing them in, you spit up bait, and sometimes, you know, the air bladder they let out. Ain't a bad one. This is probably like that last guy. So far, this one's getting the better fish. You know, when we're out here and we're doing tournaments and stuff, that's the whole goal. We're trying to get, you know, the biggest fish possible. He's fat. He's all beat up and stuff. That spear point got him. Cool. All right, let's get one more on this guy. Let's just see. You know, I like what I'm noticing about this guy too. The weight of it. You know, even though I got a light weight, I think because all the salt and stuff on there, it's actually maintaining the bottom pretty well. You know, even when I work it out deep, it's staying down there on the bottom. And every time I hit it, I could feel that bait. Tunk, tunk, tunk. So I know, like, I'm not hitting it too much. I can literally feel on the rod tip every time I tap it. On the fall. Right off this point. I'm becoming a fan of this guy. Let's get some bites. Like the weight, you can bomb it, cast really far, maintain its bottom well. It's got a real odd shape, questionable, but she's getting bit. Good color. Okay, another little chunkers. All right. Slender scat getting bit. All right, that's 3 fish now on that. Let's try some others. Take that weight out. Leave that O-ring on there, 'cause I will be using you later. All right, which one is different? Something we haven't tried yet. Let's try this Strike King Finesse worm. See if this is gonna get bit. Make sure it's nice and straight. Yep. This guy, since it floats, I'm almost thinking that 16th might be a little light for it. I want to go to a 3/32 because that plastic is gonna be a little more buoyant. 3/32. You know, there's that TPE type material. Just gonna nip off the top. I want a little flatter. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to work with, but once you get it on there, it stays on pretty good. Just kind of push. Go hard, bunch it up, and push. There we go. Nice. Here's my little Finesse O-rings. I'm gonna put it right in front of the egg sac. This guy should float straight up. Ooh, let's see. Oh yeah, that tail stands straight up. Even with a 3/32, because of the buoyancy of that plastic, it's falling even slower than that Slender scat. There it is. Nice. First one on this guy. Not a bad one. I think with this guy, since it floats, you could dead stick it longer, just like, you know, like a Ned rig, Ned bait. You know, just let it stand up, just let the fish come to it, pick it up. A lot of these other like plastisol baits, you know, you have to incorporate that action to get to stand up, and then it'll fall down, you know, if you don't work it. So with this guy, it'll stand straight up even when you're not doing anything, and it'll be sitting off the bottom just like that. Do little shakes, and just keep crawling it down there. Where most other plastics, like Plastisol, there, if you don't work them, they're going to slowly sink down. Some will be like neutrally buoyant and they might, you know, kind of hold up a little bit. But for the most part, you got to incorporate that action and keep it standing up. You got the first fish in the boat. Let's see if we can keep getting more. Finally. I was literally working it all the way down this. I got down to that little deep spot. I got right in that fish's face and dropped on the bottom. He followed it and just dead sticks it. This is probably a good one. I don't know. Down deep. This might be the best one of the day. Feels good. Haven't seen him yet. And that worm slid way up my line. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a tank. That's a tank. It's a fatty. Oh! Butterfingers. Got him. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll get a weight on this guy. Got him with that spear point too. Pinned. Nice. This one's got to be close to 3. That's my guess. It's close. We got a 282. Big of the day. Fat one. Heck yeah. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put even heavier. I'm gonna go to that 1/8 ounce on this guy because I feel like, but it's taken so long to sink down. All right, now we got the 1/8 ounce on there. See how that works. Had one. Had him at first, popped out of his mouth. He came back for it. He was swimming at me. Man, fighting good. This one's fighting harder than that other guy. Come on. Just want to see your face. Yeah, it's a healthy one. Man, they are eating good out here. Look at that fatty. I'm liking this worm too. Man, tried some good worms today. You know what, guys? It's getting about that time. You know, I had a blast out here. Tried a variety of different worms. Still got more to try. And we'll do that in another video. But so far, you know, the few that we've done today, they all caught fish. You know, they all worked pretty well. Definitely see the characteristics of each worm. Like this one, obviously you can go with a little heavier weight because this thing floats so much that it's almost like the same fall rate as like that Slender scat with a 16th on there. That Slender scat even falls faster than this guy with an 1/8 ounce. So each bait's gonna be a little different in the water. And I'm noticing this guy, it's like less is more. You know, I'm kind of working at like the shaky head I was doing in the last video where I'm just dragging it. Little pops, drag, drag. Where these other baits, I'm doing a lot more pops. Check out some of these baits. I'll have them linked in the description. Get some of these Neko weights. You guys are gonna love these things. Even on this stretchy plastic, things holding in there good. You guys are gonna really like these. And they got the weight stamp on all of them, so you know when you got them in your tackle box, when you pull them out, you'll know exactly which size it is. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.